Hello students, today we'll be discussing functions. So, what is a function? Well, in simple terms, a function is just an input-output system. For example, let's say you want to watch Uzalo on SABC1. The first thing you're going to do is input a value into your remote, and the remote will change the screen to SABC1. So we can say that the remote is the input device and the screen is the output device. The function is inside the TV box, which allows this whole process to occur. The set of x values is called the domain. Those are your input values. And the set of y values is called the range. Those are your output values. Here's a simple example of a function. F of x equals x plus 4. Let's say you input the value 1 into the equation. Your output will be 5. This tells us that 1 and 5 is a point on the graph of f of x. With every value you choose to input, you will get an output value. Given f of x equals 2, this tells us that the whole of f of x must be equals to 2. And what is f of x? F of x is equals to x plus 4, meaning that x plus 4 equals 2. Now you solve for x and get negative 2. You can prove this by taking negative 2 and putting it into the original equation, and it must give you positive 2. Now we have two functions, f of x and g of x. F of x is a linear function and g of x is a quadratic function. These are the basic notations you must know. Number 1 is basically telling us to multiply the graphs by each other. Number 2 is telling us to divide g of x by f of x. Number 3 is telling us to find the values where g of x is equal to f of x. For number 1, we just need to expand to arrive to the answer. For number 2, we use difference of two squares to factorize the numerator so that we can divide fully. For number 3, we equate the two graphs. Then we factorize using the factors of 20, and we arrive to the x values where the two graphs are equal. Functions and relations. What is the difference between a function and a relation? The difference is pretty simple. A function is a one-to-one relationship, and a relation is a one-to-many relationship. Picture yourself trying to watch your favorite television program. Just imagine you press the remote, and instead of the intended channel popping up, a different television program shows up on your screen. Or imagine you try to press a certain channel, and then two different programs show up on your television screen. How confusing would that be? I'm pretty sure you would think your television is broken. So, functions make life easier, but relations make life complicated. That is why functions are used more in the real world. The vertical line test is simply a way of moving the y-axis. Remember, when we are trying to determine if a graph is a function or relation, we look at the output values. And the output values all lie on the y-axis. If the y-axis line touches the graph more than once, it will be a relation. But if it only touches it once per time, then it is a function. Here's what I want you to do. Go around your house and look at all the appliances and devices. Make an educated guess whether each item is a function or relation. This will help you to turn this abstract idea into something concrete, something that you can see and feel.